Hi, I am Adrian VanKeuren with Tai Chi Healing Energies, and welcome to our, I think, 10th Socially Distant or Socially Quarantined Tai Chi session. So the focus today is really going to be on grounding, really feeling the connection with our body to the Earth's energy that is flowing through us, whether we know it or not, and how that connection can help unify the body and have us working together as one, which again is one of the points of Tai Chi, is to really get that whole body unified and working together. The best example I can give you of this is if I ask someone that is probably in their teenage years or above to raise their hand, but especially when I ask an adult, the answer I get, or when I ask to raise your hand, what I see is this, that the hand goes up. If you ask a toddler to raise their hand, you get an entirely different response. With that toddler, it's poop, poop, I know. The whole body automatically works together. So that's what we want to kind of work on today, is getting the whole body to work together. Maybe a little bit less enthusiasm than a teenager or than a toddler raising their hand, but that's okay. So the way we want to get the whole body working together is by being open to being grounded. So again, being grounded means being connected to the Earth's electromagnetic frequencies. And we're able to do that whether we are inside or outside, wearing insulating rubber sole shoes or barefoot. We do that by being open to it and through the position of the body. So as always, let's start off by getting grounded. So the focus is on those feet being nice and flat on the ground. The weight is evenly spaced over them. Then the other focus is on that head top rising, that connection. If you imagine that the head is suspended on a string from either the ceiling above or the heavens above, I prefer to think of the heavens above. It's a nice way to help get the whole body relaxed and opened up. So if we're open through those joints, so we're nice and rounded, so we're not restricting the flow of Qi, our body's personal energy, and we have a spine that is nice and straight with that tailbone lightly tucked under, we're nice and grounded. I'm going to turn to the side real quick just to demonstrate. So we want to make sure we're standing like something like this, with those feet hip shoulder width apart, head top lifting the body, and the tailbone tucked so the spine is nice and straight. You're feeling that pins and needles tingling feeling in your hands, that's your Qi moving and flowing. If you're not feeling that, that's perfectly fine. So what we want to do is allow the arms to float up in front of us with the wrists leading the way. They extend when they're at roughly shoulder height, then they come back and float back down. So again, letting those arms rise up in front and extend, come back and down. Because we want to unify the body together, when the arms raise, imagine or feel the feet press a little bit more firmly into the ground. So we want to do that without tensing up. So keep things nice and light as the arms raise and extend, come back and return. But really look for and feel that connection with the feet pressing just a little bit more firmly into the ground. So one last time. Again, feeling the feet press down as the arms raise and extend, return, and sink back down. Good. So the next thing we're going to do, just to keep that body warmed up, is let the arms float up in front, the palms rotate overhead, and then the arms fall to the sides. So we want to have the feet involved with this as well. So as those arms raise, let the feet press more firmly into the ground. And as the arms fall, you'll feel, I don't want to say a disconnection, but almost as if the feet are pushing the other way. So here, when the arms raise, you'll almost feel, again, to feel that connection with the ground, you'll almost feel like the feet are pulling you down. And then as the arms fall, it's the opposite of that. So again, arms raise up, feet press firmly into the ground, feel that pull, and then as the arms fall, feel that soften. So again, arms float up, feeling the feet sink into the ground, and as they fall, feel that gentle softness. So again with that, and one last time, arms up, and let them fall softly to the side. And then right away, we want to sweep the arms out to the sides, and then bring the palms down the center of the body. We want to try to keep the shoulders draped down as we do this. So again, the arms open, and then back down. So same thing, trying to get the feet involved. As the arms raise, we feel the feet press more firmly into the ground, and as the hands come down the center of the body, you notice a softening through the feet. So a couple more times like that. Feel that nice stretch up and back down. So one last time, just like that. Very nice. So of course we're going to build on. So now we are going to let the hands come up the center of the body, but the fingers are going to interlace, so the palms are together. And then we're going to bend over to your left, then over to the right, and then down. So doing that again, letting those arms come up, feeling the feet press firmly into the ground, then bending over to your left, over to your right, and down. So doing this a few more times, and again, listening to the body. Here, when you shift your weight over to the left, feel the weight drop down to that left foot. And same thing when you're bending over to the right. And then the weight's even as the arms fall. So we're going to do that a couple more times, really listening to your body. So again, arms up, and then bend over to your left, feeling the weight sink in, over to the right, and down. Good. One last time, just like that. Again, really feeling the weight sink into the feet and the connection with the whole body. Good. So when I say I welcome questions and feedback from these sessions, some of you all do not disappoint. So I want to take just a minute and have you observe or watch exactly how I'm going to do the next move. I know it's difficult translating it from in-person to video, but this is where I really want you to really listen to the body. So the next thing, and again, you're just going to observe this, is we're going to let the arms float up to the sides. We will shift our weight over, in this case to the left, and turn to the right. Let the arms come down on either side of the body, and then you'll be pulled back to center. So now I'm going to repeat that motion, but on the other side. So this time, I'm going to shift my weight over to the right while I turn to the left and let the arms fall, and then I'll be pulled back to center again. Now I'm going to turn to the side and demonstrate that again, just to give you a different view. So again, the arms will float up. I'll shift my weight to one side, one arm falls down in the front, the other to the back, and then I'm almost pulled back to center and being double weighted. So then again, those arms will float up. You'll shift your weight to the other side, the hands will fall, and you'll feel yourself pulled back to center. It takes a little while to really feel the body unify and work together. This is what I like to call a listening exercise. What are you listening to? Your body. So go ahead, take just a moment again, get connected and grounded, so feet sinking into the ground, head top rising, the spine is nice and straight, and then listening to your body all together. We'll raise the arms out to the sides, gently shift the weight over to your right, turn to face your left, the arms fall, and then you're pulled back to center. You're now double weighted, arms are to the sides. Then we'll again let the arms come out to the sides. We'll shift our weight this time to the left, turning towards the right, the arms fall, and then we're pulled back to center. So we're going to do this 3 more times on each side, nice and gently. So again, arms up, Shift your weight, turn to the left, let the arms fall, and listen for when your body says it's appropriate to turn back to front. So again, sweeping the arms up. This time we are turning to the right with the weight on the left, and back to center when our body says is appropriate. So again, arms up. This time we're shifting our weight to the right and facing the left, and back to center. Again, really listen for that when the body tells you it's the appropriate time for you to turn back to center. So one last time on each side. Again, really listening to the body. One last time. Very nice. So the next thing we are going to do from here is go through our breathing sequence. Just as a quick reminder, not only are we going to be very nicely grounded while we do it, of course, but when I say hang and we inhale, we're also going to very gently pull the stomach in. And at ha, when we exhale, we're going to let the stomach relax back out. I also want you to be focused on how the body is working and moving together. Just like always, the first time we go through this, I'm going to give certain suggestions as we go through it to remind you of where we're at. The second time we go through this breathing sequence, we'll probably extend it a little bit and again, really focus on the body working together. Just take a moment to feel nice and grounded, feet sinking into the floor, head top rising, spine is nice and straight. And hang, we inhale, let the arms float out to the sides, and ha. Hang, inhale, the arms cross in front, ha. Hang, trying to keep those wrists together, we bring them through, and ha. Exhale and let the arms rise in front. Hang, arms out to the sides, ha. Hang, inhale and draw in, and ha. Exhale and unfold. And hang, again drawing in, ha. Hang, this time a big stretch up as we exhale, ha. Hang, ha. And the next inhale, turning and looking left, hang, ha. Now turning and looking right, hang, ha. Hang, looking left, ha. Hang, ha. Hang, ha. Hang, ha. The next inhale, the arms float up in front of us. Hang, and ha. Drop the weight through the soles of the feet, then bend over to follow. And hang. Inhale and rising from the feet, the rest of the body follows along. And ha. Again, dropping the weight through the soles of the feet, bending to follow. Hang. Inhale, slowly rising. And ha. Hang. This time, allow the arms to cross in front of your body and ha. Exhale, your left arm goes up, your right arm goes down. Hang. Inhale, arms cross in front of the body again and ha. This time your right arm is up, your left arm is down. Hang. Ha. Hang. Ha. next inhale, the arms float out to the sides. Hang. Ha. Hang. Ha. Hang. Last exhale. Ha. Very nice. Every time I do the breathing sequence, it always makes me feel so much better, so I hope that that affects you the same way. So before we go back through this again, there's just a couple of things I would like to point out and would like you to be watching and listening for. And again, you are listening to your body. So we want to look for the feet helping us with all of these moves. Even the arms floating out to the sides. I want you to feel your feet sinking in a little bit more. Another prime example is when we come in here, when we inhale, and then we exhale, and I call it unfolding. So when we inhale and the arms come in, I want you to almost feel that pulling power from the feet. And then when you unfold, feel how the feet get involved to help with that. The trick is, though, to have the feet get involved while staying nice and soft. Because remember, if we tense up, we tighten those muscles, we've restricted the flow of chi, and that's what we don't want to do. So keep things nice and light. As always, the other area where I'm going to bring your attention is when we inhale, the arms come up in front of us. We exhale, the left arm goes up, the right arm goes down, and at the same time, we've shifted our weight to the right. And then we are going to inhale, the arms will come together. Now we are double weighted with the weight evenly over both feet. And then as we exhale and that right arm goes up, we shift our weight over to the left. And then as we inhale again we'll be double weighted. As you exhale, you'll notice yourself shifting the weight just a little bit. That is because that unification of the body is going to start to become automatic. Don't tense up, and you'll likely find it for yourself. So go ahead, take just a second, make sure you feel nice and grounded again, and then we will start this breathing sequence. Again, paying careful attention to the feet working to help the whole body to do these movements. Hang. Ha. 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 ha, hang, ha. We're going to extend that section a bit. Hang, ha. Really look for that connection of the body working together. Hang, ha. Hang, ha. Hang, ha. The next inhale, we're going to let the arms float out to the sides. Hang, ha. Hang, ha. Hang, ha. Very nice. Hopefully, as we went through that, you were really able to feel the body unifying together and working together. You might even have noticed a couple of weight shifts and different sensations of the body working together that I did not speak about. If you'd like to contact me through my email or through my website to tell me about those, always welcome hearing about your experiences. So the next thing we are going to do is, of course, to keep our theme of the body working together. One of the postures that I find the easiest to notice this is one we have done together before, and that is brush knee twist. So once again, I'm going to ask that you observe this posture on both sides before we do it together. So what I would like us to do when we get to this, we are going to get into bow and arrow stance. Once we are in bow and arrow stance with whichever foot forward, we're going to look for the body being unified as we shift the weight from the back foot to the front foot and turn from the waist. And then just as important is finding that unification as we then move the body back. So again, this is just for you all to observe what we're doing. I'm going to turn to the side just so you can see that. I'm going to also quickly review being grounded in bow and arrow stance. Since you have this side view of me, I've stepped directly forward, made sure there's a nice space between my feet. I have my weight on the back foot now. I've turned to roughly a 45-degree angle with my one hand up, my other hand is down low. I make sure my tailbone is tucked underneath so I'm nice and grounded. And then from the back foot, I'm going to very gently shift my weight forward. Once the weight's on the forward foot, I turn to the front, and that lets the arms follow to brush knee and twist. And then to get back, I'll shift my weight back. I call this rewinding to just kind of move the body back to where it was. And then again, we'll shift the weight front and turn like that. So this is a small motion, and again, the goal is really on getting the body unified and working together. So let's come to a nice grounded position all together. Do remember that as we go through this, I'm going to be mirroring you. So I'm going to ask that everyone shift their weight over to their left side, pick their right foot up and bring it directly forward. Then we pick up that back toe and adjust it to a 45-degree angle. Now, take a moment and check in with the body. I want you to feel as grounded here in bow and arrow stance as you do when we're in horse riding stance. So make sure that tailbone is tucked. Make sure the feet are firm, and make sure that that head is being suspended. We're still open and rounded from that. So what we're going to do is go ahead, turn very gently. It's about a 45-degree angle, and you are now facing your left. You have your left arm or hand at shoulder height. Your right arm is down closer to knee height. So with the weight on the back foot, we shift the weight front and turn from the waist as we do so, and that's that brush knee and twist step. And then just as important is slowly shifting the weight back, turning back to the side, and now we're back where we started. So again, from that back foot, we shift our weight forward and turn from the waist to brush knee and twist. And then again, let the body rewind back, nice and slowly. And then again, from the back foot, shift the weight forward, turn from the waist, and brush knee, twist. We're going to do this 3 more times on this side, nice and slow, all together. So from the back foot, shifting the weight forward, turning from the waist to brush knee and twist. And just as important is finding the unification for the body as it goes back to the starting position. And then again, shifting the weight front, turning from the waist. One last time on that side for now. So really feel that connection of the feet helping to do this. And then I want you to go ahead, shift your weight back, then bring that forward foot back. Bring your both feet so they're now facing forward and return to a grounded position in horse riding stance. Now we're going to do the exact same thing on the opposite side. So we'll shift our weight over to the right. Feel that weight drop into the right foot. That lets us step forward with the left foot. You pick that back foot up to a 45-degree angle. Check in with the body here. Make sure the tailbone's tucked, feet are grounded, the head top is rising. From here we turn to roughly a 45-degree angle facing the right, and we have our right hand up at shoulder height, our left hand is down to brush that knee. So again, from the back foot, we shift our weight front, turn from the waist, brush knee, and twist. And then just as important, feel that body rewind on the way back, and then again, shifting the weight forward, turning from the waist, brush knee, twist. And again, coming back, nice and slow, shift the weight, turn from the waist, brush knee, and twist. Do that a few more times on this side. So again, from the back foot, shifting the weight forward, then turning from the waist. Feel that connection as the body returns to the starting position. And again, the weight goes front and brush knee and twist. Feel that body rewind and return. Do this one more time on this side. So shift the weight, brush knee, and twist. Shift your weight back, then step back. Return to a nice grounded position again in horse riding stance. Now we're going to do the exact same thing we just did. So again, nice grounded position. This time we're going to shift our weight over to the left. Step directly forward with that right foot, adjusting the back foot to a 45-degree angle. Turn to your upper body to that 45-degree angle as well, facing to the left. Left hand is up, right hand is down. From the back foot, shift the weight forward, brush knee, and twist. Again, feel that nice rewinding as you return to the starting position. And then from that back foot, shift the weight, brush knee, and twist. And back. Shift the weight, brush knee, and twist. More times on this side. So again, really listen to the body. Listen to how it wants to move together. See where it is working together, and notice any places that it's not. And that's more than enough for now. So last time on this side, shifting that weight forward, turning from the waist, and brush knee twist. Again, shift the weight back, pick up that forward foot and step back. Return to a nice grounded position here in horse riding stance. Then we'll shift the weight over to the right, step forward with the left, turning that back foot to a 45-degree angle. And as we do so, we get into position to do this brush knee twist. Make sure you feel nice and grounded. And then we'll go ahead, shift the weight forward, turn from the waist, and brush left knee and twist. And again, the weight comes back as the body rewinds. Then again, shifting the weight and turning from the waist. Do that a few more times on this side. Again, really looking for the body working together on both the brush knee and twist, and then this rewinding, turning to the starting position. So again, and doing this one last time. So shift the weight, brush knee, twist. I'm going to encourage you to go ahead, shift your weight back, step back, and return to this grounded position. Now, if you need to, shake it out, whatever you need to do, kind of get things moving and grooving. Then we are going to go back to getting nice and grounded. This posture movement we have also done as well, and it's kind of pulled out of the breathing sequence because it's a great way to really get the body working together. So what we're going to do is simply to have the arms up at our sides, nice and relaxed. Right now I am double weighted. What I'm going to do, and this is fine to just observe, is to shift my weight over to the right while I let my left arm come out. And I'm feeling the air is very thick around me. When I bring my left arm back in, I'm pulled over to being double weighted. And then when I want to extend my right arm that little bit, my weight shifts over to the left. And then as that arm comes back, I'm again double weighted. And then as I extend my left arm, my weight shifts over to the right, back to being double weighted, and then the other way, and back. What I do not want you to do is make muscles and be tense. We want to keep this nice and loose. Remember, if we are tense, we won't feel the body working together. So the legs are nice and loose, the arm is nice and loose in this, and the spine is nice and straight, feet are firmly rooted, and the head top is lifting. So I will simply ask that you all allow your arms to float up to the sides, using your feet if you can, then gently bring the arms in. And then we are going to go ahead, shift the weight very gently over to your right and extend your left arm. Feel the air as thick around you. Turn the hand and bring it back in. Let your body be pulled to being back to double weighted. Then when we want to extend this right hand, the weight shifts over to the left. Again, we feel that air is thick around the hand. We bring it back in very gently. We're pulled back to being double weighted. And now to extend the left hand, the weight shifts over to the right and then back. Now double weighted again. And then again, extending the right hand, the weight shifts left, and we'll pull back to double weighted. So we just want to get into a smooth motion with this. We don't want to overthink it. We can't be thinking too much because we're busy listening to our bodies, of course. So we're feeling that unification from our feet to this hand as it's helping to move the body together. We're also open to allow that weight shift to occur naturally. We're not forcing this. We're trying to let it happen as organically and naturally as possible. If you find yourself not moving together, I'm simply going to ask that you bring your body back to a grounded position and then start again as you're ready. So again, we're keeping this nice and slow, feeling how as we gently extend that left hand, the right foot is more heavily weighted, and back and out. Feeling that air as thick around us. Feeling the air as thick around our bodies when we practice Tai Chi is a training method to keep us from moving slowly, or to keep us moving slowly. So we're going to do this maybe 3 more times on each side. So really look for the body being unified together. Again, feel the body being pulled back to being double weighted. Feel how you almost have to shift your weight to help bring that hand out, back to double weighted. Extend, back. One last time on each side. chin, nice and grounded, simply let the arms relax down. One last thing we want to do while we are so nice and grounded. Depending on how experienced you are with Tai Chi and how today's practice went for you, you might be feeling a lot of buzzing and tingling going on, especially in your hands. That is your Qi energy being built up. Sometimes that can be an uncomfortable feeling, so I'm going to show you a Fa Jin method to kind of get rid of that. But this is also a great exercise because, once again, we're having the whole body work together. So this is called drop arms. So what I'd like you to do is be nice and grounded. Allow and feel the Earth's energy coming in through your legs. Let it fill the entire body. That's going to fill those arms up, and we drop them down. And then we're going to let the Qi fill the arms again, and we drop them down. This is, I don't want to say a relatively quick exercise, but you want to listen to your body. You might also notice that I am shifting my weight as I do this. That's because I'm light on the feet and I'm allowing this to happen naturally. So again, those arms are filling with Qi and we're dropping the hands down. They fill with Qi, we drop them down. We're not overthinking this. Just trying to let it happen as naturally as possible, especially when we find this weight shift. Do that maybe 2 more times, and then come to a gentle stop with that. In case that put any kind of strain on your shoulders, I'm going to ask that we rub those hands together. We are now accumulating our Qi energy in our hands. So what I'd like you to do is to simply give yourself a small hug by bringing the hands to the shoulders. Be conscious of the fact that you are taking your healing Qi energy to the shoulders, and pay attention to any sensations you might feel going on underneath your hands. Any buzzing, tingling, softening, pins and needles feeling, that is all your Qi moving and working to help heal the shoulders. Because again, those arm drops might have put a little bit of a strain on them. So then go ahead, step that out. We are going to very briefly go over the Chinese cultural facial massage because I think it's important to remind ourselves of this periodically. Something you might not have been doing when you do this massage generally is make sure you're grounded. It's going to be more effective. So nice grounded position, head top rising, feet sinking into the floor. We rub those hands together to accumulate that nice healing Qi energy. And before we rub our face in that up and down vigorous rub, those 36 times, we're going to cup the hands over the eyes, take this healing Qi energy to the backs of the eyes. Once that dissipates, then we rub our face in this up and down motion, counting to ourselves 36 rubs. And keep in mind these rubs are meant to be vigorous and stimulating. Once we've rubbed our face, then the next thing we do is our ears, trying to take care to make sure the shoulders stay draped down and that they don't creep up to become earrings. Once we've rubbed around the ears, we will pull down along the sides of the nose. Again, same 36 times. Then unclench that tight jaw, back and forth along a nice relaxed jawline. And then the last part of this section of the facial massage is the throat or thyroid. So 4 fingers on one side, thumb on the other, up and down, doing half of the rubs with one hand and half with the other. Taking care as well to make sure, since we're nice and grounded, the head top is staying flat and we have not lifted the neck or extended it to try to make the neck longer. So last part of the facial massage, where every rub is done 36 times, is of course to do a lower back massage 49 times. So starting from the waist, rubbing down towards the tailbone in roughly a V shape, using our palms, the backs of our hands, our thumbs, or even our imagination. This rub we do 49 times. Do look for the sensation of heat rising up your spine as you do this, as you're getting chi moving. So we will go ahead, take 3 nice breaths in and out together, really focusing on being grounded before we end today's session. So I will just say hang, inhale, and ha. Hang, ha. Hang, ha. Thank you so much for spending some of your day with me. Have a wonderful day.